Hey y'all, I'm back with a little bit of a different video for you guys. This is a journal with me process, and I've gotten into the journaling trend. I think that kind of started in 2016, but I'm using them for very different reasons. I have three, and I got them at Michael's, a pack of three, and this one is my ideas journal, and I'm going to be just working in this one, and it's just basically for me to jot down ideas, come up with ideas, and just kind of keep it cute at the same time. And then I have two other ones. One's for spiritual, and then the other one is for like lifestyle. So that's where I'm going to track my habits and my financial stuff and any type of goals and stuff that I have for my life or for the year of 2017. So I actually started off with using some of those thickers that are charming, and they're from the Crepe Paper collection. And I tried to find a color out of my fine tip markers that I have that are by Crayola. I tried to find a marker that matched the collection, and I thought this purple did, and it didn't. So I actually ended up going and changing that, and you'll see how I change up that page here in a second. I just did not like the top of that. And so you'll see how I do that in a second. But I'm using some ephemera, some that's exclusive to the Hip Kit Club, but also some that came in the Take Me Away pack by Paige Evans. And I'm going to use that little Polaroid slash Project Life card that's also exclusive to the Hip Kit Club to just kind of bullet what this ideas journal is going to contain, or I guess the title pages it's going to contain. So the DIY one will be mostly obviously scrapbooking related, maybe some household stuff too, but mostly scrapbooking related for my YouTube channel. The blog one is going to be just ideas that I have for my blog, and then the Project Life one is going to be Project Life ideas, obviously, and then the bullet journaling will be like practicing doodles and also coming up with different ideas for my bullet journal, or for my journal, that mainly like the lifestyle one. Um, okay, so there is this really pretty card that we got in our Hip Kit Club, the Project Life kit, and it had these kind of like chevron type arrows, and I figured I would just cut those up, and instead of just, I was just gonna lay the card on the page and glue it down, but I actually decided to do something a little bit different. This is my DIY page, and I'm simply going to add those little chevron arrows. I'm going to glue those down, and then I'm going to use those same thickers to add my title. And I'll get to that in just a second. I thought it'd be a fun time to use those mason jars that like say beads, and I don't know what else they say, but they're like craft related. And I thought about writing out DIY instead of using the same thickers, but I actually decided, you know what, I'm just going to use those for all of them. They're so pretty. They're like a really pretty sketchy look, and so I thought that would be perfect for this little journal. Now, I'll talk about the journals for a second. Like I said, they're not the best quality. So if you're like really into bullet journaling and you're into the traditional one, I probably would look more for like the ones on Amazon or wherever else people are buying them. But these, I just thought they were a good price. I used a 50% off coupon at Michael's. They were $10 for a pack of three, but I got them for $5. One is a grid journal, the other one's a bullet journal. It has the dots, obviously, and then the other one is just plain, I believe. And the one that's plain I'm using for spiritual reasons, and then the other, well, it has a saying at the top that you could obviously like cut up. And then the other one, let's see, the bullet one I'm using for like my lifestyle one. And I don't mind doing a flip through of that at some point, but I thought it'd be fun. Like, this is an actual process where I decorate, so I thought it'd be fun to show this before I did anything. So I will go back to regular scrapbooking and Project Life, but for this week, I just thought it would be fun to show you something a little bit different. So you'll see that I covered up those words because I just, like I said, I did not like them. And so I decided, I went back to the ideas page, or to the title page for all the title pages, and I decided to change that up. And then I had a little strip that I used for the bottom there too, just to kind of make it all cohesive and go together. And then I'm using some of I think I punched some stars with my star punch from the pattern paper in our paper kit. For this page, this is going to be focused, I think, on my blog, and or this is this section is going to be about my blog. So I took a bunch of pages and turned them over and paper clipped them. The paper clip actually did come in our Project Life kit, I think. But I don't really care how many pages I give to each title or to each little category, because I mean, like I said, these are ideas. I'm not doing anything like technical, or it's just kind of for like a fun way to jot down ideas. And a lot of times I think of ideas and I don't have, and like maybe I write them down, or maybe I just keep them in my head, and I want kind of one place to have all of that. So I'm trying to figure out at this point how I'm going to spell out, oh, I guess that's the next one. I was going to tell you guys how I was going to spell out Project Life, but that's actually the next page that I work on. But I ended up using those same thickers, and I'm trying to figure out what else I'm going to add to the page at this point. And I thought about using that couch because I love it, but it didn't really go with the theme. I thought it goes more with Project Life because I'm documenting life and all little moments and stuff like that. And so I figured I'd use the couch for something else. But that couch is from the Take Me Away collection, and then some of these papers are also from the Take Me Away collection, although I don't know if that one is. It might be. And then I'm going to use this piece of ephemera that we got in our kit, and then here are the cut aparts. I found some that I wanted to use, and like I said, I've printed these a few times so that I could use the same ones over and over again. And so I just cut them as strips, and then I'm going to use my scissors to cut them apart, cut the smaller ones apart. And this took me a little while, actually. Normally, Project Life or scrapbooking doesn't take near as long as this process. I think total, including, it's different days that I'm working on this, but I think it took me probably, I would say probably like an hour to do all of this. Maybe because it's a little bit different for me and I was out of my comfort zone, but I still had a lot of fun, and then I love the final look of it too. So there I go again with that piece that says brilliant. I keep wanting to put that down somewhere, and I do find a place for it, just not yet. And I also fiddle with those words that are exclusive to Hip Kit Club too, called celebrate and joy, but I don't end up using those. And then I added a little embroidery circle piece of ephemera thing that I don't know which one that says. I don't know which one that is. I'll have to see in my final photos. But there is one that says so much fun that I don't end up using, but I also fiddle with that one to try to get it to work. So I've gotten the ideas page done, the blog, the DIY page, and then now I'm kind of thinking, okay, I need to add a little bit of color to the DIY. I thought that'd be fun. So I added some of the color shine. And now I'm wanting to add some tabs to each title page. I thought that'd be fun to kind of just add a little bit more color, but also to note what pages to turn it to in order to go to that, to like jot down my ideas. So I punched some tabs with my tab punch that I got from Hobby Lobby, and I had typed out the titles. So the first one says DIY, the second one says blog, third Project Life, and the last one says journal or bullet journal. And so I'm just going to simply glue those onto the cardstock that came in our cardstock kit. I love those colors. Actually, the kind of more of a salmon-y color is actually a piece of pattern paper. It looks like cardstock, but it's a pattern paper. It's pattern paper from the Take Me Away collection by Paige Evans. But I am just going to simply staple those on. I'm going to make sure that I get them in the right spot. So you'll see here when I add the blog one, I go back to the DIY to make sure that I'm going to be putting it in the right spot so that it's not covering it up. I'm going to do the same thing for my Project Life one that I haven't decorated, but you guys will see me decorate that here in a second. And then finally for the journal. So I love the way that turned out. So now I'm going to go ahead and decorate I think I'm going to add that brilliant piece actually, finally. There we go. And I am going to decorate my last two pages. So I wanted to use that couch, so I went ahead and grabbed that and used that. And I'm just using my, what glue is that? I think it's Glossy Accents, and it's in a fine liner bottle that I got from Hobby Lobby, and then I'm just going to do PL for Project Life. And I thought about putting 2017 with those gold, I think they're like Heidi Swapp letters or numbers, but I decided not to. And then I punched some hearts to kind of make a fun little heart banner. I thought for a second I would go through and try to stick that through my sewing machine, just that page, but I was like, no, I'm not gonna screw this up now. And so I just added a piece of ephemera, and then now I'm going to just staple one of the hearts down and then use some more glue. And I like using that glue because I think for something like this, they won't pull up like the little pieces that you place, especially ephemera, and especially if it's like cardstock. These letters are pretty sticky, so I don't really, like, I have to pull them up in order to move them around, and so I'm not worried about those coming off, but the ephemera, I did have to make sure that I glued down pretty well because this paper isn't like very thick paper, and I'm going to be fiddling with this journal quite a bit. So some people don't want bulk in their journals, and that's totally fine. Use something, a lot of people use like their handwriting and that kind of thing. But for this particular journal, it doesn't bother me because it's just for ideas. But for like my lifestyle journal, I don't have bulk in it. I just have like my handwriting and fun doodles and stuff like that. Added a piece of ephemera from the Paige Evans Take Me Away collection right next to that journal, and I added this little cut apart that says Hello 2017. I thought about using that embroidery hoop, but I decided not to. I decided I'm going to add a fun little banner. I just punched those banners with an American Crafts banner punch. It's a 1-inch punch, and I punched it from some of the Pink Paisley Take Me Away Paige Evans collection. And I love the way that turned out. I'm pretty much almost done with this. You guys are going to see some final photos. I think I add one little thing, or a couple little things, I think some stars, and then that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this very different process. It was a lot of fun, and I hope you guys will try it. Let me know if you have any questions about any of the products that I use, and don't forget to check out hipkitclub.net for all of the products. Have a good day. I think it's Saturday. Yes, have a great day.